Good morning, dear students. Yesterday, I'll start new chapter, and name of the chapter is the friction from lesson 12. Name of the chapter 12 is the friction. Friction. And yesterday I have given definitions. And definition of the friction is an opposite force called into play when two surfaces in contact with each other tend to slide relative to one another is called the friction. Now come to the how is friction caused. How is friction caused? How is friction caused? How is friction caused? However smooth any two surfaces may be, on observing them under a microscope, you will see that they have irregularities on their surfaces. It means some points the surface will be raised and some points it will be depressed. If it is a smooth surface, then you will observe under a microscope, then you will see that they have irregular on their surfaces, and it means that at some points the surface will be raised and some other points it will be depressed. I will draw the diagram, then you can understand. This is the surface A and this is the surface B. Surface A and surface B and interlock irregularities. This is the interlocked irregularities, and this diagram is the enlarged view of smooth surface in contact. This is the surface A and this is the surface B, and this is the interlocked irregularities when to a smooth surface. Maybe when you will observe under a microscope, you will see that irregularities on their surfaces, and it means at some points the surface will raised, at some other points it will be depressed. So it is the enlarged view of smooth surface in contact. And then when two bodies are placed upon one another, the irregularities of the surface of two bodies get interlocked. When two bodies are placed upon one another, then the irregularities of the surface of two bodies are get interlocked. You can see in the diagram it is interlocked when two bodies placed upon each other one another. Then you will see that in diagram you can see it is placed upon one another. Then the irregularities of the surface of two bodies gets interlocked, as you can see in the here it is interlocked irregularities. When a force is applied on the body to slide it, when a force is applied on one body to slide it upon another body, its interlocked irregularities opposite to the force applied, and which appears to us in the form of friction, appears to us in the form of friction. And it is for the same reason that a sufficient amount of force has to be applied before one body starts sliding over another body, and this to sum up, more the irregularities on the two surface in contact, that is more rough the surface in contact, more is the force of friction. So we can say that after this we can say that more the irregularities means more the irregularities are there in two surfaces, then when it will come in contact, more rough the surface in contact, this surface will more rough and more is the force of friction. This much it will rough, then more the friction is there, more friction is caused. So in this diagram again you can see when two bodies are placed upon one another, the irregularities of the surface of two bodies are gets interlocked. It is interlocked. If more rough surface is there, then more friction is there. If surface is more rough, then more friction is there. So in this diagram we seen that how friction is caused, and activity is given, activity 12.1. First I will read the activity 12.1. First I will read the activity, then I will tell you. To understand the meaning of static friction, limiting friction and dynamic friction. To understand the meaning of static friction, limiting friction and dynamic friction. So what is the materials required? A wooden block provided with a hook, a sensitive spring balance. These are the materials needed for this activity. Method: place the wooden block on a smooth tabletop. To its hook attach the spring balance and gently pull it towards right side. You will notice that gentle pull does not move the wooden block. However, the spring balance records the force applied on the wooden block. This force registered by the spring balance is equal and opposite to the force of friction offered by the surface of wooden block in contact with tabletop. Now increase the force on the spring balance a little more, and then you will notice that wooden block does not move, but the spring balance records higher magnitude of applied force. From this observation, it can concluded that when the wooden block does not move, remains static, then applied force is equal and opposite to the force of friction offered by the surface of wooden block in contact with tabletop. And in a way, the force of friction in a static stationary situation is self-adjusting, and such a force of friction is called the static friction, and only as much is called into play and is necessary to prevent the motion of the wooden block. And now go on increasing the pull on this wooden block till it just starts sliding, and at this moment the spring balance will register maximum applied force, which is equal and opposite to the force of friction. This maximum force required to make one body just slide over another body is the limit of static friction. and it is commonly called the limiting friction. It is further noticed that if we apply the pull on the wooden block in such a way that it gently slide over tabletop, then the spring balance records lesser force than the limiting friction. This lesser force registered by the spring balance, which keeps the wooden block just sliding on the tabletop, is called dynamic friction or sliding friction. So you will read this activity properly. First you will read the definition of friction. What is the friction? And then you will read how friction is caused. How friction is caused. Then in activity 12.1, first you will read activity 12.1 to understand the meaning of static function, limiting friction and dynamic friction. So I will read this one. And static, what is the static function? The force of friction called into play, the force of friction called into play which does not allow two bodies to slide upon one another is called static friction, and it is self-adjusting force that is only as much is called into play as it necessary to prevent the motion. Limiting friction, the maximum force of static friction into play when one body just slide upon another body is called limiting friction. And dynamic friction or sliding friction, the force of friction acting between the two bodies when they are sliding upon one another with a uniform speed is called dynamic friction or sliding friction. So this is the definition, and you will read this activity and then you read these definitions.